Born to love you, born to love you, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was born to love you, born to love you, born to love you, yeah, born to love you.
Okay, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Perfectly Flawed, and here I don't care what you do, what you did, or who you did. We are all flawed people, but the choice is yours to do this shit perfectly. Today I wanted to come with a different type of video, and I know 9 times out of 10 all of my subscribers is pissed off because y'all ain't got your story time yet, which I'm going to record today, but this is a very different type of video, and I didn't want it to come with none of my rant type aspect or none of my honesty type aspect. This is just something that I feel that people need to know. For about the past, week, 2 weeks, I have hated to be on Facebook. And I have hated to be on YouTube for the simple fact of this, and I don't want to say trend, because I definitely don't want to offend anybody. I just want to portray a message to everybody. I don't want anybody to be offended. But what's been going on with the Kenneka, what's her name? What's been going on with the Kenneka Jenkins case? And I think a lot of people are forgetting that, for one, this young woman was 19 years old. 2, she's somebody's baby, but she was not a baby. And I don't want people to seem like I'm attacking her or anything to do with the family. I'm not attacking them. I'm just putting it plain, and I'm putting everything out there. She was a young woman who decided to go to a hotel party. My thing is, times have changed. When I was younger, we could go to somebody's hotel party. It could be everybody you knew from school at said hotel party. And sex wasn't meant to be had, but there was a difference between when I was 19, 20 years old, as opposed to being 26 now. So if you go all the way back to like 18, 7, 8 years ago, times were different. Times were very different. There is no way you going to nobody's hotel, nothing, and ain't nobody having sex. I'm tired of people so gun-ho for this to be a murder, instead of, I don't want to say wanting to post blame on the victim, but hold her accountable for what has happened. At the end of the day, like I said, she was a 19-year-old woman, and I think people are stuck on that teen. They're forgetting that that's 1 year from 20. She made these decisions all on her own, and I don't want to attack, when it comes down to her mother and it comes down to her family life, because at the end of the day, I do not think this 19-year-old woman was fully prepared for the world. She was not. She was not, because I knew, even with me being a gay male, before I came out to my mother told me grown-ass men can be raped. It happens in prisons, it happens on the street, it happened every goddamn well. My mother made sure that was some shit that I knew. And she didn't even know I was gay till I told her. So she made sure that there was certain shit that she sent me out there in the world to know. She knew, she told me to fear the police, and she told me that the world was not my friend and was not going to be nice to me. But there were going to be people that I was going to meet along the way who would make it bearable, which is my family, which is my friends. My mother told me this stuff. So my thing is, even when it came down to friends, and I see everybody is running through these damn scenarios and sleuthing on what the they think happened, but at the end of the day, let the police do their job. I'm sick of everybody in these goddamn conspiracy theories trying to figure out what happened to this girl, why it happened to this girl, how she ended up in the freezer. Oh, it was a stunt double that was in the video. Who the does that? Who paid for the stunt double? Who paid for the stunt double? Who coerced the stunt double to reenact what the was going on? Was it the police, or was the people, or was it the kids that was in the room? And we're not even gonna say kids, because I know them niggas was grown. The niggas in that room was grown. 2, like I said, at some point, when are we going to hold, hear me, when are we gonna hold the victim accountable? Why in the would you go to a hotel party with a nigga that you didn't just curve? Why would you put yourself in that situation? And to tell you the truth, I think all of this happened, and all of this boiled down to, I don't want to say a specific TV show, because it's not going to have any more going on seasons anymore, which is Bad Girls Club. People will be real quick to blame the fact that Bad Girls Club was on TV, especially with my next statement, is for why certain shit like this transpires. Bad Girls Club is not real. When them girls get into fights, then here come the motherfucking security. There ain't no security in everyday real life. So at the end of the day, Bad Girls Club is not real. It's just girls out here, like in my city of Chicago, trying to do it bigger and better than the girls on Bad Girls Club, when at the end of the day, that shit not cute. It's not. We watch that shit on TV because it's for TV entertainment. Look how many hands. Entertainment. It's not meant to be acted out. It's not meant to be showed up. So being out there sloppy up drunk is not a great night made. I'm sorry, it's not. I don't understand what this younger generation feels that they're missing out on. Because you ain't at somebody's all up and throwing up and swerving and all of this. Why are you missing out on something because you don't go to somebody's party? Why are you missing out on something because you ain't at somebody's nightclub? And I hate to even bring this up, but let's be 100% real. When it comes down to this generation don't know what parties not to go to, and they don't know when to leave the party, whether it's at somebody's establishment or whether it's this hotel bull that she went to, or a house party. Y'all don't know when to leave the damn party. Now let me shut up. A lot of people don't know when to leave the club. Everybody want to shut the damn club down when that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go, you're supposed to enjoy yourself, and you're supposed to go, you're supposed to leave. Come early, leave early. So if you come at 9, 12, you need to be wrapping your shit up and you need to be leaving. That's what you need to be doing. You don't need to be trying to shut nobody's club down, shut nobody's party down. Why? What are you missing for going in the first place? What are you missing out on not being this white girl wasted shit? What are you missing out on? Because you tired of being in the house? There are museums, dinner parties, actual dinner parties. What are you missing out on? Why? Okay, I see all these theories going around. I see all these people claiming that this girl was raped, which the police ain't said she was raped. So how about we stop doing all these conspiracy theories and let the police do their job? How about all these famous people wanting to get on videos talking about, oh, people need to be honest and need to come forth and they need to do this, that, and the third. When 9 times out of 10, it's plenty of them same famous people who done either heard something or know something about what happened to Biggie and Tupac and ain't said shit. All these regular ass people out here about being open and honest and this, that, and the third. Baby, this is Chicago. There ain't not one here didn't hear about who killed who, or don't know, or didn't see. It's very rare. Another thing that's getting on my nerves is people with these damn Facebook statuses. Somebody wrote, okay, how am I supposed to help a victim states away? But here it is, people are not helping the victims. Damn, fly. People are not helping the victims here in my own goddamn city. And one of these and I'm not going to drop names because I'm not being shady, but I'm just going to talk about the situation, period. Said, this is what make me block you and unfollow you because me and our community stick together to try to get the Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Just shut all of the fuck up. Shut all of the fuck up. Shut all of the fuck up and don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. Shut all of the fuck up. That's what you need to do. You need to shut all the fuck up. You need to carry your ass down the street to the motherfucker shut the fuck up store. Everything is on sale. Everything must go. And I promise you they even got fucking layaway and it don't cost you shit. But to shut the fuck up. That's what you need to do. Shut all of the fuck up. I'm sick of people wanting to post judgment on when he said at the end of the day, she's all the way in Chicago. Let's say this motherfucker's in Maryland somewhere. How in the fuck would he think gonna help her other than sharing it? You got people out here that study talking about some speak up and be advocates for your community and your race and this, that, and the third. But how about let's tell these young girls out here that this white girl wasted shit, that this being 19 years old around a bunch of dudes is not cute. It's not. People want to run around and let these girls live in a bubble like the world is their friend when the world is a very dangerous place. Before I came out, I knew to be afraid of the police in the street. Before I came out, I knew who the Jeffrey Dahmer was. I knew who John Wayne Gacy was, and they were before my time. I knew who these men were, and I knew what they did to other men. One was white men, another was black men. Concentrated on men of color. I knew what it is that they did. I knew that the world was a very dangerous place. And I'm not telling people to be afraid to go anywhere, but be mindful. Teach your children that going out here getting this sloppy up wasted, you could possibly be taken advantage of. Here it is. You got a 19-year-old girl, which means Moesha was in her time frame. Moesha was in her time frame. Do y'all remember when Moesha got drugged with a Coke at the college party? So it's very much possible. But the part about it is, how the do you get drugged in 2017 with like that? How the do you get drugged in 2017 if your parents done talked to you about it before? How do you get roofied? How? I don't understand that. Then motherfuckers will be like, oh, well, they gave her something and she didn't know what she was taking. Bitch, you know what a Tylenol is. You know what a Tylenol is. I'm sorry, you know what an Aleve is. You know what it is. So unless they done gave you some shit, cause some shit you originally was getting from them was some shit you should have never had in your possession to begin with. Why in the are you taking pills for a motherfucker to be able to drug you? Why are you taking pills to begin with? Why are you 19 and drinking? Now I'm not gonna lie, I can't be the pot calling the kettle black because I was 19 and I was drinking. I knew I couldn't do that shit with my mother. And it's a lot that I kept from my mother, even when I snuck out the house. But my mother was one who always told me, be careful everywhere you go. I'm 26 years old now, and if I get out of eyeshot of my mother, she like, where you going? Who you going with? How long you gonna be there? That's the type of mother that I have. So I don't understand how people are shocked that this happened. Another thing that's getting on my nerves is with this bad bitch mentality, or I'm that nigga mentality. Now a lot of people, I'm that nigga, you confident with the way your appearance looks, whatever. This was a gorgeous girl. Why wouldn't she set up to be raped? She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous, and there are evil, jealous-hearted people out here in the world. Evil for the motherfuckers that would actually rape her, and jealous-hearted for the motherfuckers that would try to set her up. They all around you. You the one not paying attention to the fact that they there. And that's the one thing that I can say that men, we don't do. If men are going to be evil, they're going to be evil. If they're going to be jealous, they're going to be jealous. But we don't pretend that we're not. We don't pretend that we're not. We're not going to pretend to be your best friend and then be trying to set. No, niggas don't do that. Niggas don't do that. We'll rob you. Oh yeah, we'll rob you. Especially a nigga you don't consider your friend. Oh yeah, he'll rob him. But for no years and pretend. No, niggas don't do that. Dudes do not do that. How is it that you get to be 19 years old and you have never seen the story? It was like 3 girls. They had tricked this girl into going into the woods with them where they beat and murdered her. They were pretending to be her friend. That's where that friend of me came from. And they killed this girl. They done did episodes of Special Victims Unit on this. They done did episodes. They done did a Lifetime movie about this. How don't you know? How don't you know that people will turn on you? How don't you expect? And I'm not saying from everybody, but expect the fact that it's possible. You just running around this world blind. How are you running around curving niggas looking the way that you do and don't assume? And mind you, it's not confirmed that she's been raped. It's allegedly. So it's very much so possible. It's very possible. Stop with this bad bitch mentality, because what y'all don't get is that being a bad bitch is not just a blessing. That is a curse. That makes you a target. It makes you a target. When you a bad bitch and you can take these Instagram pictures and be flawless and no filters and all of this shit, for the bitches that can't, that's a reason not to like you. That happens. This is the shit that happens. Why are you going out sloppy up drunk and surprised that something like this happened? Whether it was people being malicious or whether that shit was completely by accident. When you sloppy drunk, had she still been alive right now, she wouldn't have remembered this shit. She would have just thought she was so fucking turned. Cause she turned. She turned. All this motherfucking generation wants to do is be turned. And I've never seen people want this shit to be a murder so bad. Everybody wants to point the finger, but the motherfuckers that's involved. Everybody wants to point the finger. You got motherfuckers in Washington commenting on this shit like, what the fuck is you talking about? Shut all of the fuck up. Shut all of the fuck up. What are you talking about? You ain't even here in this city. You ain't even here in this city. How the fuck you know who did it or what happened and you ain't here? You don't know her. Hell, I don't know her. All I'm talking about is what built up to whatever, you know, transpired that ended her up in that goddamn freezer. Why in the fuck is she walking around the hotel, drunk or not? Why is she walking around this hotel and apparently they was in a nice hotel. Apparently they was in a very nice hotel. Because if this got that big ass motherfucking kitchen like that, then these do room service. You have no reason to be walking around the hotel or anywhere in the kitchen. Have you done this shit before? I hear people study talking about, oh, she was being led. Oh yeah, she was being led. I do YouTube. I edit videos all the time. That video was not edited. It was not edited. But the motherfucking videos that was edited, like that boy in the motherfucking gym rolled up in that mat. Y'all wasn't that person, didn't have so many motherfucking theories then. Some shit you needed to have a motherfucking theory about. Because how the fuck does an entire school day go by and this boy is missing, rolled up in this mat? How the fuck don't nobody see a motherfucker rolling him up in this mat? How? But y'all got so many motherfucking theories about a 19-year-old woman who was intoxicated and or drugged, which still, I don't understand how the fuck you're drugged in 2017. But don't nobody got a theory for how that baby ended up in the bottom of the motherfucking sofa. Don't nobody got a theory on that shit. Who did that? She could have very well walked into that freezer on her own. Babies don't just crawl up underneath sofas that sit on the floor. It's not possible. It's not possible. Y'all got so many motherfucking theories, but here it is. Y'all let the police do their motherfucking job about that baby in the bottom of the motherfucking sofa that they let her mother run around for an entire fucking day looking for, and it's just come out that this baby was suffocated. But ain't nobody got a theory behind that shit. Ain't nobody making movies, ain't nobody out there making videos about that shit. You're not doing that. Why do it about this girl who was of consenting adult age? No, she wasn't old enough to drink, but if she wanted to go to war, she could. So at the end of the day, let this shit be a learning lesson. Out there sloppy, fucked up, wasted is not what you need to be doing. It's not what you need to be doing. That bad bitch mentality, if you a beautiful girl, that is birthright, and nobody can ever take that from you. But when you got that bad bitch mentality, it looks like bragging. It's no different than a man with a bunch of money. If a man got a lot of money, people are going to look at him because he buys a Bentley or because he rocks Armani's socks and drawers. People are going to say he's bragging. With your beauty, that's a form of bragging. To hateful, jealous, evil-hearted people, that's bragging. Because you got something that they ain't got and you flaunt it. What you do? What you do? If you a beautiful woman and you get your makeup done, you're flaunting. You're flaunting your beauty. You are. So of course something like that could happen to you. Not paying attention, not being cautious is what got you fucked up. And here's the huge issue that I have. I know that a lot of my following is women, so I'm not talking to y'all. But y'all know the women that I'm talking about, and it's typically black women, have such an issue with gay black men. But has she had a gay black man as a friend? Has she had one of them little gay boys? No matter how feminine he is, he know he ain't going to a gay party. So he know the motherfucker he coming with is you. Bitch, he gonna watch and see where you went. I'm telling you, he's gonna watch and see where you went. And if it's a nigga that study on you and you don't like that shit, no matter how feminine he is, if that nigga do too much, the gay boy is gonna fight. He is gonna fight. It don't matter if he get his ass whooped. But if you got 50% and he got 50%, now y'all at 100%. But 3 girls against 1 nigga. If he wanted to take all y'all out, he could. He could. Especially these niggas here in Chicago. If he was gonna rape all 3 of their asses at one motherfucking time, he could definitely try. Know when to leave the party. Know when your limit has come up and enough is enough. Know that when you out there, that the world is not your friend. The world is full of evil, crazy ass people who will try to hurt you. That's what it is. Don't be afraid to go nowhere, but be cautious. Be cautious. Fear is not real. Your mind creates that. Danger is very real. Listen to them senses that's telling you we need to go. Don't be that motherfucker that's letting people bully you into staying because you so motherfucking turned. They want to get so turned to tell you the truth. That motherfucking hotel party seemed boring as shit because they ass was on live on the bed. Wasn't nobody dancing. What the fuck are y'all doing? Why are y'all there? If y'all was just gonna sit around in each other's company and smoke, y'all do that shit already. So what the fuck do you need a hotel room for? Again, know when to leave the party. Know that white girl wasted, sloppy drunk, fall down, piss on yourself drinking is not cute. Be cautious of who you call your friend and be cautious of your surroundings. That's all I got to say on the matter. I know it came off a lot more ranty because it agitated me. And I don't want to say why, but at the end of the day, this shit comes down to home training and self-preservation. You need yourself needs to be your first fucking priority, which means you need to be cautious, know when to leave the party, and that sloppy white girl piss on yourself drunk is not cute. It's not. That being high around dudes is not cute and you a female. Why don't do that? Don't do that. Because when shit like this happen, then there's gonna be people on fucking Facebook talking about to know you was to love you. And this was something that your mama should have explained to you before you got to that point. This is something that y'all need to put in reputation. This is some shit that you need to put in the motherfucking textbook, to tell you the truth. It is. Be cautious. Be smart. Know that not everybody in the world is out to get you, but there are a lot of people who are. There are a lot of people who are. If you are a female, you need to stay from round dudes. Not by yourself and not just with a bunch of females. You are not protected. You are not safe. Stop thinking that because you from Chicago or you just the baddest bitch and a damn bitch ran up on you. But did you forget about a nigga trying to rape you? That's what y'all forget with being a bad bitch. Did you forget that a man could rape you, could kill you, could harm you, abduct you? That's what y'all forget. So keep that shit in mind. Be smart. Be mindful. Teach your children some things that they leave the house with that they need to fucking know. That they need to know. Don't let them go out in this world blind and fucked up. And then when things like this happen, y'all don't want to take none of the blame. If you are a mother, sit your children down and let them know the world is not your friend. The world is not your friend. Look at how many wars America has been in. Look at the war that America is still in. Look at the war that's coming. I hope you guys do take something from this video. If you don't, I mean, that's on you. If you want to bitch about it, put it in the comments down below. I don't never disable them because I don't care. I don't care. So it is what it is. Remember that we are all flawed people, but the choice is yours to do the shit perfectly, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Peace.
Baby, but you know